Hi, what's up? My name is Michael Smith, and I am a senior here at Mountain View High School. And this semester, I had the pleasure of participating in Quest Student Internship at 12 Stone Church. So we'll get started with some of my responsibilities. So every week, consistently, I had to attend a production meeting for H12, which is high school at 12 Stone. And that was really beneficial for me in that I got to see what it takes logistically to put on a ministry each week, because I just never had the opportunity. I'm the student chaplain at school and stuff, so I've taught devotions and whatnot, but to see the behind the scenes was really cool. Beyond that, there was various office tasks just like you would expect for an intern, stuffing bags or making labels or writing letters, and even that, I've found, I guess you could say joy. They're not the most fun, but you learn the importance of somebody has to do this work, and it all is important. And up to this point, I've worked 70 hours at my internship at 12 Stone. Future implications. So throughout my high school career, I felt vocationally called to ministry, which I'm really excited about. And this internship did nothing but confirm that calling. It really showed me that, man, I think ministry is a great career path for me. I think my skill set is leaning towards that, and I'm looking forward to it. Derek Idle, he was my mentor, just an incredible man of faith, an incredible leader. And he really gave me, when we're talking about future, really gave me the kind of man I honestly want to be when I grow up. So that was a huge blessing to get to work under him, and it's just fueled my excitement for going to this path. The hiring outlook. So this is actually something that I never really looked into. I just assumed that pastors can get jobs, but I was actually really encouraged when I looked this up. The expected growth rate of the clergy field, and this is the Christian clergy field, because I found other statistics related to all clergy, but the Christian clergy field between 2012 and 2020 is between 8 to 14%. So it is an expanding market, or job market, which is encouraging. And I also thought it was interesting that it makes sense that pastors work for churches and religious organizations, but hospitals, home healthcare services, nursing homes, and even the government hires pastors, which I didn't even think about. So, I do feel vocationally called to ministry, but maybe it won't be in a church. I don't know. We'll see whatever God has, but I'm excited. Most memorable experience. So my most memorable experience was definitely getting to preach from the stage at M12, which is middle school at 12 Stone. I actually got to teach in front of about 300 students, so crowd a little bigger than what we got here today. But it was a ton of fun. I got to go through the whole process. I wrote a sermon on the topic, and I prayed about it. Got to work with Stephen, who's a middle school pastor, and we edited it together. And I preached for about 30 minutes, and I put in a little slice so you can get a taste of it. So it's about 40 seconds.
See, although in the moment Peter had doubts, Jesus had none. See, where we are faithless, God is faithful. When we take our eyes off of God, He will never take His eyes off of us. This is the gospel. And look, if you're a believer in here tonight, rejoice over this. Rejoice in the fact that you are saved and that your Savior is intently staring at you. And He's saying one word. He's saying, come. Come deeper. Come know me more. I want to spend time with you. And I want to show you a greater joy and a greater hope than you've ever experienced. So if you're a believer,
So yeah, that was just a little taste of the whole sermon. I had a ton of fun up there, and students responded well. It was encouraging all the way around. Go ahead. So in terms of personal growth, the environment at 12 Stone, I feel like you could just walk in there, be a fly on the wall, and you would grow, because the leadership there is so strong. Some of the words that really God pressed on me during this time was balance, time management, and prioritizing. I learned that you can't do everything, and you do sometimes have to say no, unfortunately. But you prioritize off of that, and you figure out the things that matter most, and that's where you give your most time to. And beyond that, I saw that in a team, there's no all-star, there's no one specific type, mode, or model that makes a team. A team is comprised of uniqueness and people with different gifts and abilities, and all of that comes together to produce this wonderful product called an effective team. And then lastly, I've seen the importance of following God first, and that He not only deserves to be, but must be my first love if I want to really just be successful in life and in ministry. So yeah. These are my mentors. Derek Idle, he is my official Quest mentor. He is the high school pastor at 12 Stone. I've already talked a little bit about him, but it was just a blessing just to be able to be in his office and just be like, Derek, what do you think about this? Or how do I write a sermon? Or this? And he would just answer me. And then over here on the right is Stephen Perry. He is the middle school pastor. It was actually really cool. Stephen was my middle school pastor. His first year at 12 Stone was I was in 6th grade. And Stephen actually led me to Christ and baptized me. And so from there, through this internship, I got to come full circle and like minister to middle school students alongside Stephen. And like you just saw me preaching. So it was really cool to get to do that with him. And all in all, I guess my internship just, I really enjoyed it, and I'm thankful that I got the opportunity through Quest. So yeah, that's that.
Nice. Thank you, Michael. Yeah.